Now, there are different types of events, and I'm just going to share some with you. I just put the ones that I think would be useful for you, for coaches and consultants. So you can do workshops like that's our model for Basic Bananas. We run half-day workshops. And then at the half-day workshop, we then share what else we have. So it's a half-day workshop. People come and learn. And then after, if they want more, they can then join our program. It works super well for coaches. Super well for coaches, because you can run one of these workshops, and then you can have people to come. They get to test you before they buy, and then you can pitch your program. If it's, a one-on-one program or a mastermind, it works so well. I do want to share with you, don't think that you're going to have a super full crowd from the very first workshop that you run. My first workshop 9 years ago, I ran it in my accountant's office because I didn't have money. It's just a little office. And I had 4 people come. One was my mother-in-law. She's always cheering me on. She's super lovely. One was one of my girlfriends, Sarah. She's actually American. She lives in Sydney. And 2 strangers. But the 2 strangers would never have bought of us. I actually thought it was a joke because they came dressed really interesting, fancy hair, and they looked really posh. And I thought, some of my friends are playing a trick on me and sending me some weird people, 2 girls. And they came from a fashion label. It's called Alana Hill, but they would never have bought from me because I was a nobody. But so it was the first workshop, 4 people, nobody bought a thing. But then you just keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, and suddenly it will gain momentum. Then, of course, you can do speaker events. So this one today with Evercoach, a speaker event where you have other people share the stage with you. This works really well for coaches if you know a few really cool people that you can share the stage with that also have an audience that they can invite, because then you all can help fill the room. And then speaking engagements is now my favorite way of being at an event, because you just do nothing. You just rock up, they mic up your thing, you take your shoes off, and that's it. You go and have a drink at the bar. That's it. It's really nice. So that's my favorite one, but that often doesn't happen from the very beginning. You just do your own thing first, you get really good at it. You might maybe talk at some smaller events, and then if that's a desire of yours, I just love them because they're super low maintenance. And then online events is a webinar, which you all know, how to run webinars. But again, I think if you can do some physical events, it makes a huge difference. Open Door. So Open Door works more for companies that have an office. Most of you probably have a virtual office or your home, but some companies have a little something like that. That's more, number 6 is more to do with your existing customers. And it's a good thing to do, because with your existing customers, the more you can make them feel like they belong to something, the more they will stick around. If they're just on their own and you just do the coaching with them and then that's it, it's cool. They will eventually finish with you. But if you can make them feel like they're part of your family, it's really effective for them to belong, because we all have, as you all know, coaches, we have this human need to belong to something. And you can do this through business, and they will stay around. They'll stick around.